Hi everyone. Welcome back to Loca-Love, Volume 2, Episode 8. So, it looks like we're about to learn more about Nio Artagawa and what's bothering her and what's keeping her from accepting Ichitaro as her boyfriend. So, Ichitaro has made many attempts. So, the cake event and the rubbing legs event, and those two didn't cut it. So, even though Nio still does not accept Ichitaro as her boyfriend, the classmates keep commenting about, well, I see that you're paying more attention to him and being more concerned of him. And that's in contrast to how you were in the beginning. So being all quiet and aloof and isolated. So if Ichitaro can help Nio resolve this one big problem, that'll be the big key to winning her as his girlfriend and completing his mission. So anyways, let's see how it goes. So I just think maybe things are fine the way they are. Oh, so he goes and visits Yachiyo at the shrine. So on the way back from work the next day, I stopped by the shrine. And as always, Yachiyo comes out to talk to me when I'm finished with my prayers. Wait, so what do you say? Nothing? So it looks like you've given up on being a couple with that person, right? I guess so. Not being a couple doesn't mean we can't enjoy the time we spend together on the train, does it? I guess, if that's how you put it. And it doesn't mean that she has not opened up to me and shown me a side of herself no one else has seen. And most of all, it won't change how much I love her. But I can tell that you did do some intimate things with her, right? Yeah, that kind of things she never do with anyone else. But you know, that's not good. Well, I deeply apologize. I am but a man. So, being a man does not give you privilege or a right to do that. Well, that's exactly why I wanted to do all that. But even I too feel that you are dating her. Yeah, that's why I am satisfied with things this way. And if she doesn't want anything more than this, I'm happy for things to stay how they are. There you go. So, are you giving up? Well, I never said I was going to give up, but it looks like it. So, to be honest, I don't really even know what I could do to move things forward.
だから少なくとも現状維持はしたいんだ。
So, if you do want to give up in, okay, so this is where I'll stay. Then you want to stay, well, basically keep the status quo. Well, exactly. Even if the way she says it does make it sound a little pathetic. And I can't deny it probably a little, but I just don't know what to do. And just how do I get her to admit that she is my girlfriend? So, still, I can't just give up here. So I still want to move forward and win her. Okay, so I'm going to go and pray again. So what does your dad say again? So the gods really present opportunities. So what is important? Okay, so Ichitaro leaves and Yachiyo is still in deep thought.
でも話を聞けば聞くほどそのニオちゃんって子前に
Okay, so it looks like we're back in the conversation between the grandmother and Nio Artagawa.
ニーよ、おばあちゃん、私ね、
So for me,
今日すごく嬉しかったの。彼があんなにも私のことを理解してくれてて、この人に全部見せちゃってよかったって。全部ではないだろう。
well,
いろいろお前には教えてきたけどね。
so I can see many things and I've taught you many things.
どうしても欲しいものがあるのなら、最後には何もかもさらけ出さないとダメだよ。でもおばあちゃん、女から言うのははしたないって。はしたないところも見せ合って、男と女は一緒に生きていくんだよ。そうだ。でもそんなの難しい。私ずっと待つのが精一杯だ。ニオ、大丈夫だよ。お前がこの人ならと思った人ならきっと受け止めてくれるから。
Okay, so that was another interesting conversation. So it looks like Nio is afraid of submitting herself to Ichitaro. So if I do take him as my boyfriend, then I'll have to give in and be submissive to him. And she's afraid of doing so. And the grandmother's like, well, if you really do love him, then you'll have to do that. And I'm sure he will love you back and he won't do you any harm. So anyways, okay, so for some reason today is raining hard, so the sky is dark gray.
おばあちゃん、神様。
So the gods. That Friday morning, the skies hang laden with gloomy clouds. And we sit across from each other as the train chugs along, buffeted by the wind and rain. We used to always sit next to each other, but lately it feels like we are back to sitting like this more often than not. Well, I'm fine with things staying exactly how they are, so I guess this is better for us. And I wonder if I've secretly thought that for much longer than I've been honest with myself about. So it's pretty chilly today. Must be the rain? Yes. The end of the summer seemed to linger on for so long that I thought I would never feel cold again. There must be something wrong with the atmosphere lately. There was a huge storm out of nowhere, and now it's like this. And Nio does not even utter a sound this time. She just stares out of the window with her chin propped up on one hand. Okay, so I did cut out a few parts. So something about this just does not sit right with me. And there's a horrible little thought crawling like a grisly little millipede across my mind. I suppose there is something about that is unsatisfying. Well, it is natural to have my doubts, of course. I love to be able to shout it to the world that I am her boyfriend. But I can't do that if she won't accept it. If I took it into my own hands and just told everyone about our relationship, she'd probably just get swept up in the moment like she always does. Sorry, so more skips, but I don't want to do that. I have to hear the words from her own mouth, so I have to get her to naturally, from her mind, from her heart, accept me as her boyfriend. I just don't know how to make that happen. And all he can do is glance at her. She is staring out of the window, as always, resting her head against it. And the cold glass clouds from her moist breath. She doesn't seem to realize I'm looking at her. Lost in thought, her expression is even more apathetic than normal. And I wonder what she is thinking about. Hey, Nio? I try to break the silence. But I am interrupted. And I wonder who interrupted Ichitaro. Oh, so Nio. She raises a finger to the glass, freshly fogged by her breath. She doesn't notice either my gaze or my choked back exclamation. Seemingly unconsciously, her finger draws swift, elegant trails across the glass. Oh? And my breath catches in my throat. So if you look on the right side of the CG, you can see what Nio wrote. So, Nio, heart, Ichitaro. And there is an arrow that's striking the heart. There, drawn in the landscape, speeding past the window, is a love heart surrounded by our names. I know exactly what this means. And I'm pretty sure it is self-explanatory. She must too. My pulse races. Nio? And before I know it, I am standing as if jolted awake. So all this time. That was what she wanted for us. She wanted us to be a couple. And before Ichitaro has a chance to talk to Nio about the drawing, it looks like the train has arrived to their destination. Okay, we arrive at our stop. So this is perfect timing.
降りる
And realizing what she drew, she hurriedly wipes it off the window.
ほら
So let's go. Okay. She knows that I saw her drawing. And in that case, there's no need to mention it now. I'll have plenty of time to do that before we get to school. Okay, so now they're off the train. So most other passengers have already passed through the ticket gates, and we're the only people left on the platform. And see my chance, I turn to Nio. So Nio, about that drawing.
いいからほら早く改札
Well, come on, so it was nothing. So let's go. So let's go past the gates. She tries to drag me along with her, frantically trying to shut down the conversation. She fumbles in her bag, trying to pull out her pass case. And I wonder what happened. So something small and glistening falls out at Nio's feet. And by instinct, I pick it up. Wait a minute. I almost let out a yelp. In my hand is a little charm with the words Loca-Love written upon it. The same exact charm from the Tsukikawa shrine that I'm carrying. And it's obviously a secret that Nio is trying to hide from everyone, especially Ichitaro. Nio turns beet red and snatches the charm from my hand. And there's no point trying to cover this up now. So you got one of those too? Well, so if you remember a few episodes ago, Nio was criticizing Ichitaro for carrying one of those charms. And now she got exposed that she was carrying a charm of the same sort too. But then why did you say that? There you go.
悪い
So what's wrong? Wait, so why is she getting mad at me?
前にあなたが持ってるのをバカにするみたいにしちゃったけど私も実は持ってたの同じの悪い
So, is there a problem with me carrying one like what you had earlier? Well, I don't really think there's anything wrong, so you don't have to shout at me and get mad for me just because I saw your charm.
自分でもバカみたいって思うけど
Wait, Nio? My words catch in my throat. I understand how she feels completely.
それでもどこかで信じてて、ずっと落ち続けちゃってたの。
Well, I kind of believed in this charm, and that's why I still carried it around. Nio is speaking to me honestly from the heart. And my own heart throbs. So, despite her mature, aloof air, Nio really is a granny's girl. And because of that, her views on romance are pretty old-fashioned. And I've known this all along. While perhaps I should have realized sooner that she would never honestly make fun of a charm like that. She's had her very own charm all along.
そうしたら、葵と葵は。
So I wonder, did Nio pick her charm up first, or did Ichitaro pick his charm up first? So I think maybe Nio had it all along, and she tried her best to cover it up. So she doesn't have to finish her sentence for me to know why exactly or what she's saying. But why has she hidden this from me all this time? And there's so much we've shared with each other, so much we've been open about. And it wouldn't have been odd for her to have told me about the charm. And why was she so against recognizing our relationship yesterday?
破局のご利益の評判で。
So he thinks whatever Yachiyo says might have a point. Wait, so hang on for a second. So
だから悪いって言ってるでしょ。
So are you worried about what people will say about it being a charm of misfortune? Huh? So the charm's meant to bring exactly what it says on it. So luck in love. And she wants to believe in its effects, but she must have known about the rumors regarding its true effects. And maybe she didn't want to tell me about it in case it really was a charm of misfortune. So, to my surprise, she stares blankly at me. So, what is it now?
何それ。
So, what do you mean? So, haven't you heard of the rumors?
詳しく。
So, what did other people say about these charms? Okay, so lately everyone has been saying that any couple that goes on to pray at the Tsuikara shrine together will break up. So I'm sure Nio has not heard any of these rumors. So if you carry around that charm, you'll be torn away from the one you love. Huh? Wait, is that true? Wait, so you really hadn't heard? She shakes her head, eyes and mouth gaping with a shock. So now that I think about it, maybe it's not that odd that she doesn't know. So she doesn't really talk to anyone but me, and she lives pretty far away. If she doesn't know about the rumors, then that means she must have truly believed in the charm. And just like Yachiyo said, the effects of the charm depends on how the person carrying it feels. Wait, so hang on. Then why has she always turned me down when I've asked her to be my girlfriend? Does she really not like me or something? Wait, so Nio? Uh-oh. So she turns her head around. She spins on her heels and turns away from me. And I instantly break into a cold sweat. So I think I might have upset her even more. So that's the truth. I'm staring into the abyss. So I think Nio is crying. Nio's shoulders begin to tremble. Nio? And I can't bear this. I spring forward with a jolt and force myself in front of her. Okay, so we see Nio crying, and she's worried because she thought the charm was luck in love, but now that Ichitaro told her, oh, so this charm is known for misfortunes, it's got Nio to think that, so now that I have this charm, it's going to break us apart. And Nio does not want that. And it's made worse because Ichitaro has his own charm of misfortune as well. And I wonder if he is still carrying it or he gave his back to Yachiyo. So anyways, let's continue. Oh no. Tears are streaming down her face. They rain down on the platform floor. Her beautiful face is contorted with anguish. She's crying just like a little child. Wait, so that can't be true. She repeats the words over and over again. I'm stunned into silence. My chest is suffocatingly tight. So, does this mean that you're going to break apart from me? Her true feelings are spilling out of her with childlike honesty. She's sobbing like a baby. She chokes out words through her tears. No. And finally I see. This is what she's wanted all along. It's what she's been waiting for from me. Ever since our first time, she said it over and over again that I can't marry anyone else. And all this time, she hasn't wanted to be my girlfriend. She's wanted me to make her my wife.
でも女が自分から言うなんてはしたないっておばあちゃんに教わったから。
And the fact that Nio is still following the teachings of her grandmother.
一太郎がお嫁にもらってくれるのずっと待ってたのに。
I see now, so that's why.
そうだって私が大事にしてたもの大事にあんなに熱っぽくもらってくれたし、その後もいっぱいいっぱい抱いてくれたし、一太郎だってそのつもりだって分かってたから私もどんどん許したくなって、好きって言ってくれて、だからあとはもうってずっと待ってたのに。
So it wasn't that my feelings were not getting through to her. It wasn't that she didn't love me. It was simply that, just like her grandma had taught her, she is waiting to hear one thing. So what's the one thing?
恋人じゃ嫌、お嫁さんにしてって。
Okay, so... And that's all she wanted. And that's why I've got to...
なのにやだ、二人ともそんなの持ってたら。
And these charms are going to put a dent in our relationship.
破局しちゃうなんてやだよ。
She's wailing like a distressed child. My body's burning with a restless turmoil. And I've got to do something. Well, Nio... I wrap my arms tightly around her.
一太郎。
So hearing her say my name makes my heart proud. So now you're calling me Ichitaro instead of Aoi. I'm so used to holding her like this, but hearing that name from her lips is so new and fresh. And I want to call her, or I want her to call me this for the rest of our lives. And I wonder if in her heart she's been calling me this the whole time. I want to make her say it again and again. I want her to be honest. I don't want to wait another second. So I hold her close and say into her ear, so, Nio, please marry me. I put every ounce of strength I have into those 3 words. So, marry me. And she trembles in my arms. Her reply is instant.
はい。
Okay. And we see Nio starting to smile. She gulps. but the moment she finishes saying that, her entire body freezes. Wait. The color drains from her face, and she shakes her head violently. So what's bothering her? Wait, so what about those charms? So the charms of misfortune. In a panic, she tries to shake off my embrace. She might act cool on the outside, but inside, she's so simple and naive. It's absolutely adorable. It's a side of her that I'm sure no one else outside of her family knows. Well, I won't let that happen, so I won't let the charms tear us apart. I tighten my grip on her, whispering into her ear a commanding tone. But it's too late, so please let me go. Well, I'm not letting you go. How could I? Whatever happens, I'm going to make you my wife, Nio. And I promised to take responsibility, didn't I? You let me do so much to you because I told you I would take responsibility after all. But I left you waiting for so long. I take her chin in my hand and lift her head to face me. I gaze right into her teary eyes. And that's why I'm not letting you go until you say that you will marry me in return. So, will she say it? Fresh tears well up in her eyes. But there's a different, brilliant sparkle in them this time. And she buries her face into my chest. Holding back her tears, she looks up at me nervously. So, please do? Her voice is nothing but a whisper. So come on, speak up. And once more, she calls me that. The kind of name a woman calls her husband. Wait, you mean that... Unable to say anything else, she looks away with a shame burning in her cheeks. And so, but her quivering body speaks in her place, pressing tightly against me. So, Nio, our bodies have intertwined enough times that I already know what it means. Her soft warmth seeps into me, telling me what she wants. So come on, let's go. And the clouds are beginning to break. So now that the big revelation has occurred, it looks like in response from the gods, the storm weakens and I think it might be sunny soon. I take Nio by the hand and pull her through the rain-swept streets.
やだ、まだ途中、学校。
Okay, so we're going to skip school then. Wait, so is that okay? So I hope the teachers and the administrators don't catch us skipping school for no reason. So instead, we're going somewhere no one will interrupt us. So, where is this place? She finally understands. Her hand trembles in my commanding grip, feeling the power of my words.
本気なんだ。
Well, of course I am. You're fine with that, aren't you?
はい。
Yes. She nods like a perfect, obedient wife. I return the nod and pull her onto a back street. So we're heading towards a place I've always wanted to take her. Take someone someday. A place meant for couples like us to enjoy every inch of each other's bodies. So a love hotel. And that day is today. And that person could only be Nio. And turning off the shower, I take a deep breath. I feel like I should be nervous about entering a place like this for the first time, or guilty about skipping school to do it. But sometimes there are more important things to a man and woman than school. I'm sure school is still important regardless, because romance and relationship and marriage can wait, but not school. So I think what's going to happen next is going to be another big H scene now that Nio and Ichitaro are officially engaged. So let's see what happens after their time at the Love Hotel. So hold on for a minute. Okay, so I'm back, and it was interesting to hear why Nio rejected Ichitaro. And it's because Nio wants Ichitaro to take her in as his wife instead of his girlfriend. So when he mentioned that he'll take responsibility for his actions, Nio is expecting Ichitaro to accept her as his future wife. So now that they understand each other, it's time to head to class. So because of their Love Hotel H scene, to consummate their relationship as a new husband and wife, they've missed the morning classes, and I'm sure the teachers won't be happy about this. So they gotta hurry so that they don't miss more classes. So anyways, I get the feeling that we are running late. Well, what a shame.
すごいことしちゃってる。おばあちゃんに顔向けできない。
So you are worried that she think it was improper to be doing this kind of thing before you are officially married, right? No. She rests her cheek gently against my shoulder as we walk. Well, they should be running. Her breath is hot and sweet against my neck.
どうしてもっと早くこうできなかったのか。
Nio?
こんなに嬉しいのに、こんなに幸せなのに、私ただ待つばっかりで。ごめんね、一太郎。私、取り返さなきゃだよね。
So, I'm sorry that I've waited this long to be able to accept you. Her breath on my neck and her words in my ears tingle of excitement and anticipation through me. And she lifts her head from my shoulder and suddenly hugs my arm. A soft, pillowy sensation envelops it. Hey, wait, Nio, so your body. I know. Wait, so you're doing this on purpose, right?
感じたいの。感じてほしいの。あなたと私はこういうことをする仲なんだって。
So it's okay because we are going to be husband and wife in the future. Okay, so this might go too long, so I'm going to leave the rest to the next episode. So now that Nio and Ichitaro both know that they love each other, Nio is now smiling more and she's clinging onto Ichitaro. So I wonder how the classmates will feel now that Nio will have less problems admitting that she is dating with Ichitaro. So with that in mind, I'll see you in the next episode.